So one thing I've been thinking about lately is how to manage absolute versus relative position values when operating lighting. So I'm going to show you kind of what my setup looks like currently. I have my base positions, which are all absolute, and I have tilt and fans separately, but all of my positions that are stored in my cues are absolute. I don't store any relative values into my cues. But then I have my movement phasers, which are here. I have pan and tilt for my spots and for my washes, and those are currently relative. That is great because then they're basically doing the same kind of thing no matter where my lights are positioned to start with. But the problem I have with that is I also have these two faders, my spot and wash tilt, which I use to tilt them out, and these are also currently relative values. So this has not been working well for me because when I tilt these up all the way, I'm not going to do it with my washes right now because we're in pre-service, but my spots are not on. When I tilt them up all the way, this overrides whatever I have going here. Whoops. So as a result, my effects are overridden, and when these are up, the lights are just in that position and they're not moving. Now that's maybe okay because I don't lift them up all the way all the time, but the problem is they move less and less the closer they get to that high value. So as a result, my speed doesn't look that great and they're not moving very much as we get higher up. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to reprogram these because these are just temp sequences, and instead of having these be relative values, I'm going to change them to being an absolute value that's tilted out pretty far, so that way these are just moving them towards an absolute value. I actually would have the option to do that or make my pan and tilt be absolute if that would work better, but I don't think that's what I want because I would like my pan and tilt to kind of be relative to wherever my lights are already placed, including the tilt values in that.